God bless you, everybody. I have a really quick dream to share with you. Um, in the dream, I was in a car that has, when you back up, there's like a video camera in your rear that will project on a screen, I guess on a dashboard. And when you back up, you can see everything without looking back. And I I noticed in this car that wasn't functioning, and I'm like, what's going on here? It's not working. Um, and that was the end of the dream. But what? Anytime you have a dream, and I always say this, you always try to find out where you have seen this in the Bible. And I'm like, well, God, most of the time in the Bible, everything that talks about looking back is looked down upon. So you have like Lot's wife who looked back, turned into a pillar of salt. You have Paul in the New Testament talking about pressing forward, not looking back, pressing forward. I'm paraphrasing. Pressing forward to not looking back to what lies behind, pressing forward towards the mark, something like that. But everything is most of the things in the Bible always talk about looking forward and not back. And so, I began to ask God, what are you telling me here? Because you're saying something is broken. Something is broken. I'm in a car that's supposed to have that feature in the car, but it's broken. So I'm like, God, what are you saying here? So then I just got it. So basically what God is saying is that yeah, you're not supposed to look back, but there's one time in the Bible where you are supposed to look back, and it's where you look back and you see how much God has brought you out of. When you're going through things and you're going through things that, problems, issues that seem insurmountable, and God is saying, you forgot to look back to see how many times before that He has brought you out. And you see example of this with David when he goes to fight Goliath. He says that the same God that delivered me from the bear and the lion, or the lion and the bear, is the same God that's going to deliver me or deliver this giant into my hands. So, when I'm paraphrasing with that too. Um, but God just wants you to know that whatever it is that you're going through, that God is faithful. God has delivered you through so much. And sometimes we begin to forget. It's not like that we forget. It's like that is back there in the back of our mind, but we don't bring it forward and rehearse it. And God is saying you need to bring it forward you need to look back to what He has done for you and bring it forward to the forefront of your mind, and that will give you the momentum, or the motivation, or the encouragement that you need to have faith and believe that God has got you. God has got you, and He's not going to leave you. So just be encouraged and know that, okay, you're going through something, but you went through something before, and God has gotten you out every single time. So I don't know why I sit here and I do this every now and then, get to lay down in my bed and get to thinking about all types of crazy stuff to the point where you feel like you have, pressure on your chest or something like that. I remember one time I went to the doctors and I was like, this was years ago. Like, I feel like when I breathe in deep, I feel like there's something like stopping me from breathing in. This is before Corona, breathing in as deep as I want to. I said, I feel a pain there, almost like I'm constricted. And they were like, oh, that's just stress. I was like, what? Stress could do that? They was like, yeah, that's just stress. And I began to document, like, oh, not like with pen and piece of paper, but like document in my head. When I'm going through great times of stress, that thing would come back, and I would feel like I couldn't fill up my lungs as much as I usually do, because then I would feel a pain. And it's because I like to say is it's because you holding yourself so tight because of the stress, and it won't allow you to just breathe in, And um, there's a part, and see, God gave me also a scripture to go with this. I believe it's Psalms 4, where David is like talking about all the crazy things going on in his life, but then he was like, I will lay myself down and get up. Basically, he's saying that he's not gonna let this stuff keep him up at night. He gonna take his behind the bed because he know that God has this. He knows that he has put the issue squarely in God's hands, and he just goes to sleep and relax. And so, and even things that God has promised you, maybe nothing's going on, but maybe there's things that God has promised you, and you're thinking like, well, how's that gonna work out? I don't know, like, how am I ever gonna get to that point? Like, I can't even see that far. And then you begin to stress over it, and God is just saying, how many times? Just look back. How many times have I gotten you out or given you the blessing, delivered you or healed you or whatever it is, or shielded you? All right, well, I guess I gotta end it there because the recording is malfunctioning more than usual, because I know I got this voice thing with the audio going in and out, in and out. I mean, like going high and then low. So, but that's all I really wanted to say anyway. Just to let y'all know that look back into all the things, like that song say, look back to where he's brought you from. Look back to all the things that he's gotten you out before. And so I don't know why you think this new thing that ain't new to God, God knew it was gonna happen, or knew the situation. I don't know why you think this new thing is something out of God's control. But every now and then we need a little kick in the butt to just say, come on, man, God has gotten you out before. And I felt the spirit of God when I was speaking about it, so I know it's not just me that need to hear this. So um, I'm preaching to y'all, and I'm preaching to myself. So God bless you. I hope you're encouraged. Take care. Bye.